Welcome to another episode of Middle Ground with JLE Presents, the Sports Lounge with JLE and Marte, where we discuss sports like family. That's the theme song, Man Talk, from my first album, The JLE Experience. I'm your host, Jeffrey L. Edwards, my amazing co-host, Marte. What's going on?
Hey. You know what we missed talking about last week because I clearly was not privy to?
What's that?
Shannon's departure with Skip. How do you feel
We're
about
going to talk about that tonight.
I just need to understand, what did I miss?
Well, I guess we can cover that one first.
I'm just saying, I can't get past that. That had to be the first on my agenda.
Okay, we'll do that one
See,
first.
it's how we in the middle of a game doing podcast. I'm just saying, we can start there.
Yeah, we'll do that one first, second, third. It kind of started from when the player Hamlin got injured, and Skip had posted about they need to keep playing. And everybody felt that was in bad taste. Even Shannon did, so he didn't come to work. And when he came to work the next day, because the bosses had spoke to Skip about it, and Shannon trying to explain his viewpoints on it, why he wasn't there, Skip kept interrupting him, and it pissed Shannon off. Because, he's trying to say he stood by what he said, but the bosses made you say something on air that what you said was in bad taste. So, like, you didn't do nothing wrong. The boss wouldn't told you to say something, so you're lying.
Correct, because he spent the whole next day trying to repair.
Yeah. So, and then they go back, I think, an episode 2 prior to that, because now I don't know if this is how they do they show. Well, I'm gonna be a LeBron fan. I'm gonna be a Tom Brady fan. Whenever he tried to big up Tom Brady, he always tried to tear down Shannon like he's nothing. So now one last debate they had when Tom Brady had a bad game, he basically said, "You just jealous of him because he got more rings. Your career was nothing." Like, man, hold on, I'm a Hall of Famer. Like, your career means nothing. And Shannon took his glass off. Like, hold on. Because I'm trying to honestly critique this dude for a game, you're really going to basically say, I ain't nothing or my career because of Tom Brady? That's what you're really doing? And he's like, put your glasses back on. Like, wow. So I take it as if he thought they were cool, he found out, nah, we just associates. We ain't that cool because you really mean what you're saying right now. And Hamlin just made it to the point as he started to rise with his own podcast. It became a problem because Skip pretty much controls that show. He's the godfather of Embrace Debate, they call it, the whole debate sports shows, like 03, 04 with Cold Pizza. So when he left ESPN, they pretty much gave him total control of this show. And he just needed a Robin to his Batman. But talking about LeBron, Tom Brady, and the Cowboys all damn day, it's not what America really want to talk about all the time. And then when Russell Westbrook, he kept making them reels, even after he left the Lakers, saying how bad he sucked, like that looked a little personal. So you doing too much. So because the way it was probably set up, Shannon's always going to be here. Skip is here, you here. Even though Club Shay seeing all his popularity got him past the show.
Well, can I just say for the record that I actually live for the LeBron Brady debates. Like, it never got old to me.
Oh, that's just old as hell.
However, I did get to see the clip of the episode that you referenced where he basically was tearing Shannon down as he was trying to give props to Brady. So I think it did kind of cross the line in that moment. I mean, I knew Shannon was absent the next day after the Hamlin situation, but like you said, I thought Skip coming out to clarify and readjust his statements was why Shannon returned, right? He thought there was an understanding, but I didn't know that there was further dispute from that. You know what I mean? I don't get to really watch Undisputed as much as I used to in the past. Yeah. But again, I always thought the Brady LeBron was their thing. I thought that was like their niche. Okay, again, I never got tired of it.
It got tiresome based on it's okay to debate about these people, but it can't become off like it's personal. Like, well, LeBron is my nephew, so he could do no wrong. Like, dude, he did ABCD wrong, and you really don't want to say it. So y'all not really debating. Or saying with Brady, Brady could play like trash, and Skip
always blaming it on the other people.
You're just jealous. Like, no, he played like trash because the boy is old.
Well, before that clip, though, before that incident, Jim, whenever Brady did mess up or did contribute to the loss or didn't really do as much, and Shannon pointed it out, Skip will always deflect it and be like, well, look at the offensive line. Look at what so-and-so did. And then Skip will always say, how come you can't never just acknowledge that your guy bombed? He was trash last night. Now, that is the one thing I did like about Shannon. He never was unbiased to LeBron, meaning if he felt LeBron messed up, he'll say, come on, Brian.
No, he was for a minute before he started getting back to being down the middle with it.
I don't know that.
Yeah. I watched.
Show me receipts because I don't remember that.
Go back. He was a homer for a minute for LeBron. Like, dude, he played bad.
Shannon.
Yeah, he was doing the same thing.
No, I don't remember that. I know Skip always done it, but I don't remember that. Because even with the Cowboys, Skip is always on the fence with the teams and the players he likes.
And it started making the show stale to where you seen over time Shannon started getting back to no matter who he say he liked. If you suck tonight. You need to do better. Because that's the whole point of debate. It don't matter who your friends or who your favorites are. The issue is whoever won or lost, what did they do to contribute to winning or losing? If you can't get up there and honestly say, well, that's my man, but he played like trash. And I don't know, he had to fight his wife or what's going on with him, but he need to step it up. People going to tune in like, okay, that's an honest, fair assessment. But when you doing all the other stuff, like, oh, that's your homie, huh? You was uncle. You ain't going to call the man out. We know Skip ain't going to call out Brady or Jordan or whoever.
Well, exactly. But don't you think that that's why Skip is where he is today and why he get the ratings he get with whoever he with? Rather he was Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, whoever came before Stephen. I mean, I think personally he likes to be a touch of controversial so that he can stay relevant in people's conversations. Do you understand? Some people crave negative publicity.
He figured out a way to be that antagonist.
Right.
But the problem he faces, why they show probably could be bigger than what it is. You've never done nothing worth anything mentioned in sports. But you come up with bad nicknames for people that actually are playing. That's when that time when Jalen Rose called him on the first take years ago. Him and Stephen A. Neither one of y'all ever did anything worth mentioning in sports. Y'all didn't make it to the pros. But y'all proud these dudes like y'all are so better than them. And people looking like, wait a minute. It's okay to say someone had a bad game, but you start calling people nicknames and all this. Y'all never played in the finals or nothing.
Listen, just like, what's his name? Kendrick something or Perkins. Something. Perkins. Okay. all these guys, but they've been in the league, so I understand what you're saying. But I
Yeah,
don't think it's
he won a
fair.
title.
I don't think it's fair to say you ain't never played, so you really can't
No, it's
say
definitely
that.
fair. If you ain't never played in a professional sport, you can critique the sport, but you try to call people nicknames or, well, this person's West Brick because he sucked all this other stuff. You ain't never done it.
Listen,
Calm
are
down.
you saying that Skip created Westbrook?
Yeah, he used to call Chris Spice or Boss Spice. Like, dude, the Spice Girls was a female girl. You call this man a girl. I'm like, dude, you doing too much.
Hold on. Listen, he the Charleston White of commentating.
You can say that, but
Listen.
if he didn't take that approach, they probably could have had so many top tier athletes rock with them, even when he was on First Take. But people looking like, wait a minute, you and Stephen A. ain't never did this, but y'all talking like you know what it takes. You don't.
Well, they do
It's
talk
okay to
no
critique
trash.
because everybody can
Somebody got
critique.
to talk trash, Jeff.
Nah.
Somebody got to be a trash talker.
No, there's rules to this. Just
It
like
ain't everybody can't be nicey.
No, there's rules to it. It's okay to critique something because it's a lot of people covering sports or whatever. But if you ain't never done it, don't talk if you know what it takes and you trying to put someone down. That's what all athletes say, man. Hold on. Stay in your lane. It's okay to say I had a bad game, but you calling me out my name, all this other trash.
Don't make me pull a violin out on y'all sensitive ass players.
No, it ain't about being sensitive.
People,
it's about respect.
Critical assessments of them. Okay, have some tough skin.
No, that's about respect.
And grow up.
Yeah. That's just like if you was never a journalist, you trying to tell them, well, you don't know how to write the article. Him or Stephen A. probably go off on you because they're journalists. Well, you ain't never written for a paper. You've never been an editor-in-chief. So if someone ain't never done it, is calling you out your name in your field, they're going to take offense. So don't do the same for these athletes. It's okay to critique. But don't talk as if you got 10 championships and you done it. That's where they're like, hold on, how you calling me out my name? Or you play like a girl or this and that, and you ain't never made it to the league. Who the hell you talking to?
Listen.
You disrespectful. And legends have said this too. Not just these new age players. NBA legends, NFL legends, all of them say the same thing. There's nothing wrong with critiquing us. But when you talk
that's what we doing. We critiquing.
Yeah, but I ain't sitting up here calling about their name as if I played in the finals. You doing too much.
I can't say that because I had a lot to say about Draymond Green and Kyrie Irving. And I mean, I'm just saying, just like a-holes, everybody got an opinion. Like, I mean, and it don't matter what, like.
But it does matter.
What's the saying, Jeff? We said it all while we was growing up.
What, sticks and stones?
Sticks and stones may break my bones. But words can never hurt me. Just don't put your hands on them. Now, say what you want to say. Don't put your hands on them.
You got to remember, in this industry, you can go farther if these athletes will pop up on your show. So unless you have a brand where you feel, I don't need none of y'all, I can say any reckless thing I want, go ahead, because you got a brand where they might pay you $30 million like they pay Skip. But let's say when Shannon leaves, don't nobody want to rock with him. This show might not be on TV for long. Because all these same athletes you were being very disrespectful to, they ain't going to do an interview on your show. That's where it matters in how you do your job.
Well, no, I hear what you're saying because...
Be respectful.
No, well, I'm still on the fence about that one. But I remember when Wendy was in radio first and how she rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And by the time she made herself to television, it was people that didn't want to come on her show. And I remember a few guests that she brought on, like Diddy and Whoopi and people who was like basically F her. They came on, she did her spiel, shed her tears to, make remorse. But my thing is, at the end of the day, it is all a form of journalism and media. Like, unless somebody is defamating your character, meaning
There's rules to it.
I just don't feel like. I mean, see, and I think this is another reason why I haven't really ventured into social media like that, because the moment you express, it may not come off the way people perceived it, or people so up in arms. It's a cancel culture. At the end of the day, I don't want to make apologies for what I say, because if I said it, I meant it. I'm sorry you offended, but if the truth hurts, then you mad because it's true. Otherwise, why you mad? I tell people that all the time. If what I said was untrue, why you mad? Nah. Why you in your feelings if anything I said didn't carry no weight or no truth in it? So I don't want to hear that. It ain't authentic if people can't speak how they want to speak. Now, unless you being racially disrespectful, sexually disrespectful, all the social big things that causes controversy with religion, stuff like that. Okay, I could see the censoring and whatever. But if I'm making fun out of a play that you mocked or messed up, or a shot you chose not to shoot, or whatever, or as we keep calling AD inconsistent and all the things we saying about him, I'm sure that breaks his ego too. Okay, but you got to guess what? The best way to shut a person up is to do your part, and then you ain't got to worry about chitter chatter or your ego and your feelings getting bruised.
Because a lot of that stuff does matter. If, like, take for example, when Skip kept showing a blooper reel of mistakes that Westbrook made with the blooper music song, like it's a clown show. He's trying to get another deal with a team, and every day on your platform that has over, let's say, 1 million people watching, that's going to affect his money. He made one play out the game wrong, and you took your whole show, for example, to just highlight that to the world. Everybody watch this stuff like, well, dang, if they dissect the film of this dude like that, maybe he do suck now.
I mean, but if you giving him proof,
you're not
to
being
make a real out of, Jeff. Hold on.
One play,
listen,
and blew it up.
Let me tell you something.
I'll be fair.
He did not create a play that Westbrook messed up. He didn't create his own blooper. Okay? Now, he made fun of what Westbrook gave him to produce to make fun out of. I just said.
Marte.
Jeff,
there's a difference. Because you don't like this person.
That's the point.
You blow up one small thing.
It don't matter. Different. That's what he wanted to focus on. Okay. That's just like the one day when I kept wanting to focus on your man's Draymond with his crazy self. Okay. Am I supposed to be like, oh, let me tone down how much I say about him, or let me stop bringing attention to how disgruntled and uncooperative or whatever. Like, if I had the gadgets and devices to make a reel of all the times that he done lost his temper, yelled in somebody's face, cussed out someone, I'd have did it too to make an example. Okay, now give me the devices and the technology to make those bloopers. I would have made one too. Nah.
So if you're going to go down that rabbit hole, you don't have a biased show there. You just have an entertaining show to make fun. That's one
again, like you just said, he had a platform of 1 million viewers that people watch that blooper over and over again. Okay. Now, clearly, it ain't affecting him, Jeff. I'm telling you, that's what brings people in, his way of controversy. That's his character. And please believe it's an industry where people talk, so it's not like people didn't know who that man was.
Well, we're going to see when Shannon leaves, if he's still around.
Okay. Because he been
And
around long
so
before Shannon came, and I just want to put that out there for the record.
times are different.
I don't see how. Because Stephen A. Smith was just as controversy. I'm just here.
And Stephen A. actually he switched and put people on the show that will check him when he say that stupid stuff.
Okay.
So it gives a balance that wait a minute, you ain't never played, so stay out of that lane where you talking. That's what I assume the person JJ Redick is on this show. Because you do it all the time when he started going to that, like you don't know, you ain't never played. Let's keep that in mind. You just a journalist.
So when you say that,
don't talk as if you have experience in this area.
So when you say that, what you mean? Like you don't know how it feels for me to push through that last minute. I'm already tired. Like what do I need to play to understand? Tell me. Like spell that out for me. When you say stuff like that, I don't know how to throw the ball in the rim. I don't know how to run up the court for 48 minutes like you. I mean, what do I need to do like you to give a different opinion of what I'm saying? I don't know.
Basically, I use LeBron as an example. When he went to 8 straight finals, it's okay to say, well, LeBron tends to mess up in the last minutes of a game. But to try to say, man, this dude is just a choker. He sucks ass all the time, blah, blah, blah. This dude went to 8 straight finals. You don't know what the hell it took in the preparation to get to 8 finals. So don't talk as if you know that. You can talk about he had a bad game, but all them intangibles to do what he done, you don't know nothing about it. So don't talk as if you do have that firsthand knowledge.
Okay, you saying like when the 8 straight finals before he won a championship?
No, just that stretch where he went. 4 times with Miami, 4 times with Cleveland. But if you try to talk as if, well, I've done that and I would do it this way, you ain't never done it. So you can't talk from firsthand experience.
Okay.
And that's where old legends, new up and coming legends fall back on the Stephen A. He's learned his lesson from that. That's why I think he has JJ Redick on his show that will call that out when he does it. Shannon would try to do that with Skip, but Skip has total control of that show. So really, he gonna be off the wall with the crap he do. And now Shannon's leaving. Who else want to work with you? Because this dude is a Hall of Famer, and you disrespected hell this dude whenever you felt like it. Good luck. This ain't 03 now. This 23. Times have changed.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, I watched Undisputed because Shannon. Like, I didn't really know Skip Bayless like that. I know I just went to bat for him for like 22 minutes, but I had to play the antagonist too. But at the end of the day, I used to think their banters is what created that audience to the show. But
yeah, but see, Skip, because he has total control, he probably felt comfortable saying, well, you're nothing compared to Tom Brady.
Well, I know. Well, if you ever paid attention, they have went through a shitload of, what do you call them? The lady mediator commentators.
Yeah, Jenny Tab cut him one time.
Exactly. Right. That was my girl, Jenny. I'm like, damn, what happened to Jenny? Then next thing you know, it was like 3-4 other girls. Let's boop, boop, boop in the rotation. Like what? So I mean, clearly
there was watching that on air like, oh, this ain't scripted. She like, who you talking to?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like, and that attitude because he's old, so he probably set his ways.
Yeah.
He's gonna get humbled now. Either I heard talk they might get LaShawn McCoy, that do the Speak show with Joy Taylor and Manuel Acho.
Right.
You're going to have a hard time having someone put up with you being on that bull jive. Especially when you start talking as if, well, I know from firsthand knowledge, and they like, you ain't doing a damn thing in sports, dog. You're a journalist. How much I'm getting paid to hear this crap this dude saying right now when he talking out the side of his neck? Do I got some other plans that's gonna springboard me, or I'm comfortable on Matt? You know what? Have a moment on TV like, dude, you lost your mind. You first of all, you ain't never done nothing in sports, so why you talking as if you a Hall of Famer? What you doing? Somebody else might just check him on air. Because
Yeah.
Jenny checked him on air for whatever he was doing. She didn't like, and Shannon was like, "We same team, we same team." I'm like, "Oh, she not joking."
Oh, so wait, this was on air, Jim?
Yeah, it was on air.
What?
Yeah.
I just knew I ain't see my girl in the whole stretch of decades. Oh no, on the air, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they
Shannon
done went to a couple ladies,
team.
so I mean, clearly they just seen some inside, in between things too. So, but like you said, hopefully this humble them because, like I said, yeah.
But egos will ruin a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it will.
Any business, egos get out of control, you'll mess it up.
Yeah.
Shaq and Kobe egos destroyed that dynasty.
Yeah.
They could have won at least 6.
Exactly.
And before Kobe dad, they both said, "Man, my damn ego's in check. We probably could have ran off 5 or 6 in a row." So, unfortunately, we had them constructs come into play in any industry. That's a great thing.
Well, moving on to your Miami Heat here. I told you they was gonna win one. Remember that conversation?
Yeah. After watching game 2, everything else is fake news.
Okay, now, because at the end of the day, they always in catch-up mode. Even when they get a stretch run, I be thinking, okay, they got some poise, momentum, they ready. No, it's back.
Man, Jimmy Butler didn't seem like he wanted to play in game 2.
Yeah.
When they took him out the game, that's when they made a run. He wasn't aggressive at all. I'm like, this dude sick or something? Why he always in the corner? He always give me the ball. I'ma set it up. Like he wasn't doing none of that. Like, what's going on with this dude tonight?
That's how I felt about the Celtics in game 7. So I'm just saying, sometimes people forget that you here for a championship. This is if you don't play hurt in any other game, that's the time. You understand? If you don't push yourself to the limit in any other game, that's the time. Do you understand?
Now,
I feel like we keep saying, or you really, you kept saying how your boy Jimmy Buckets keeps it is the pull out stretcher. He
was balling, but
king of the comeback.
I don't know now.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if it'll be game 7, but
I told you before the series started, it was gonna be one game. I couldn't tell you which game.
Yeah, you did.
But I said it was just gonna be.
But your boy Adam Silver said before the finals, he ain't gonna give his ruling until after the finals on John Morant.
Yeah, I think that's wise. Because we would just be talking about the ruling. And this much honestly, of the finals.
He could have said that boy was done for next season after that second video. It was like a week or a half before the finals. And that wouldn't have been a done story.
But people gotta add suspense.
Yeah.
It's just that's a part of life. You gotta
they found some more stuff about the guy, so either 40 games or a season.
Well, I want to know. That's all I'm curious about. Because, like you said, Jeff, we know it's going to be a substantial amount of time where he just ain't going to be seen next season, right?
I mean, I respect Silver as a season.
I would too. I feel like
anything less than 50 games, you ain't gangster enough.
Listen, first time, shame on you, but you deserve a chance for redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Second time, shame on me for believing that you deserve that redemption. You don't get a third time. So you have to set enough example so that he won't even attempt that shit again. I'm just saying.
Man, I ain't always liked a lot of stuff David Stern did, but that dude was suspending him for the season after the first time. Like, oh, we ain't playing these games.
There wouldn't have been no chance for redemption. Nope. I'm just saying.
And he would have said, for the integrity of the game, we don't play games like that. This is a business. Right. And all them players would have been on the phone like, oh, the season. Man, you better keep them guns at your crib. Like, he ain't playing with us. Adam Silver, are you a player's person? Okay.
But see,
I expect honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if it's 30 games because I don't think he thug enough. I
you
really
don't
don't.
think the commissioner thug enough?
He's too much of a player's commissioner. I
No, let me tell you
don't
something.
think he will hit the hammer on that guy like he should.
No, I think he will,
I'd be impressed.
especially since he made it a point to lead with, and we've uncovered more information since the video came out. But I don't want to discuss anything until after the finals. Again, I'm just curious to know what else he found out. That's all I want to know. Because in my mind, I think he is going to tell him, you just need to be out for the whole season without money.
I respect him.
Okay. We're not paying you. Sit down, think about it.
Way this dude be moving, 35 tops.
I'm just saying, everybody want to go and post live what they doing at every moment and what they got.
You don't need to do that.
And where they going and who they with. Why? Some things should be behind closed doors. Everything does not need to be televised. You already have a following. You don't need to be on no gang type situation, sir.
Once you are a public figure, your life need to be private.
I'm just saying.
Should nobody know you at Vegas balling out?
Blowing money, tricking on a girl. Nobody should be able to see that.
Someone filmed you. I saw so-and-so at the club with us, but you put it out? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You got better things to do with your time. Keep that money coming. Well, now I did see the Michigan Panthers. They take like $10.
Oh, that's on $10.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many more games they got to play?
I know I saw one thing. June 18th they play here.
June 19th.
And that's a Sunday.
Let's see. Because we gonna have to make one of those USFL games.
Yeah, I think they do got one June. I think it's June that Sunday.
Let me see.
Or Sunday.
Schedule. You got to click on a lot of stuff just to see some schedules, Lord. It's a June 10th. Oh no, that's this Saturday. And then Sunday the 18th against Philadelphia. But how do you know though if they're gonna be here?
Under it say where you at. I think that one said Ford Field.
You say the what?
I think under it said Ford Field.
Okay, let me go back. No, I'm on the Fox Sports. Which you on? Because mine don't have that at the bottom. It just say Fox. 7 p.m.
Michigan Panthers schedule. Okay, we 5 more games.
What's crazy is Jeff Fisher leave and then they start winning, Lord.
Who?
Jeff Fisher, the guy that was the Titans coach.
Oh, yeah, he did go over there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Here it does say Ford Field under the USFL website. Yeah. It's the 18th. I think I worked the 18th. Okay, let's make a plan for next season. We have to get one USFL Panthers, one Tigers, one Lion. Hashtag goals for 2024, especially since the draft coming here next year. We need to be more.
We gotta go to the Piston game too, then.
Huh?
The Piston game.
Oh yeah, the Pistons
and the Red Wings. So we cover all of them.
Oh look, that was about to be so disrespectful. I was about to say the Red Wings still playing. Lord, I ain't heard nothing about.
Hey, put respect on them. They won titles. They the last one to win a title with 09.
Oh my God. I haven't heard the Red Wings do much of anything in so long.
Hey, they the last one to win a title.
I swear to God, Jeff.
Put
It
some
was
respect
just
on
about
their
the
name.
flower, but I swear I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's
Put
just
respect
been
on their
that
name.
long. It's been that long.
This ain't won since 04. Tigers ain't won since 84.
Your
Lions
Lions
won
ain't
since
won
the 50s.
pig since the 50s.
Yeah, they won the NFL title.
Oh, we did win the title.
Yeah, they
in
won
real
like
life.
5 or 6 of those. But when
Oh.
they came to Super Bowl, we ain't won one of those.
Aha. There it is.
Now the Grand Prix was here this weekend, or Detroit Grand
It
Prix.
was.
And
They didn't revamp it. You know.
Yeah, they put it on the actual street instead of.
And the one guy though, coincidentally, the guy who won.
Yep, Alex Polu.
He talking about some. I didn't really like the track at first, but then I got on it and I thought that was the best thing ever. I'm like, damn, I should have went to go see what it was like.
And then you had a boxing match at Little Caesars with Shields retaining her belt against Maricela Cornejo. Saying her name right. So they had a lot of stuff going on downtown.
Oh yeah.
This past weekend. I'm like, what?
Well, listen, this weekend I will be going to the Black Cowboy Cowgirl Rodeo. Okay.
Where's that at?
That's in Belleville.
Okay.
And because of that, I caught myself watching the professional bull riding little series on Prime. And hopefully I get to ride me a horse and a fake bull.
You gonna do that bull challenge? You try to hang on.
look, with my one hand up like this.
Oh, well. Yeah. That'd be priceless.
Yeah.
How long you can hang on?
You see how long I can hang on. I'm gonna try to get some video footage.
I believe in you. You can do it. You can hold
and
on.
Hopefully I don't embarrass myself.
You can do it.
We'll see what happens. Pray for me.
Get a good grip. You got it. Just let your body go whatever way it's going.
Look.
Don't
Keep
fight
my hand up with one arm.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Well, Jeff, take us on now for the night so I could watch the Nuggets continue to destroy your team. I'm just saying.
You talk a lot of smack.
I should have put some money on this series. Now, this series, I should have put money on.
There you go.
But I didn't.
Uh-huh.
But I should have.
Okay. Well, we hope y'all enjoy this episode. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of the night. We'll see who win, because ain't no telling. Who win the last game.
We know who winning, people. You might as well go to bed.
You don't know. Until 2-0, you can't call it. She's just talking like she knows.
Listen, Jeff, you didn't even have to say it. Your team wasn't even supposed to win game 2, boo. Okay.
Well, you one that was on that LeBron train, and they got.
Well, and I told you, but you called it out. I did not want Golden State to win, but okay.
You hater.
I'm just saying.
You hating on Chef Steph.
The first step is admitting.
Let that man cook.
I'll admit it.
They don't. I mean, who don't like the 3-ball? I mean, I'm just saying. Half court shots. That's awesome.
Not me.
Hater.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason. Until next time, everybody.
Okay, people, out.